And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Coca's Pizza here in Canfield. Listen, those pepperoni rolls are awesome. And I'm here with senior wideout, Mr. Jace Jaffer. And I'll tell you what, when you're thinking about guys who make impact the way the Coca's makes a pepperoni roll, you're talking about number 5 for the Canfield Cardinals right here. Jace, let's start out with this, man. How's senior year going for you so far?
Oh, it's good. School, it's like a lot of fun this year,
Yeah.
everything, and then football, like it's nice being like the older guys and like just being able to be like a guy that like the younger kids might be able to look up to and learn
Do
from.
you ever settle into to that senior year? I mean, it feels like by the time you settle in and nestle in, and you try to put it all together, it's time to go, and you're on to your next station.
Yeah,
Have you been able to settle in at all?
I mean, definitely not yet. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe I will, but it seems like it's gonna fly by for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, blink and it's gone.
Yeah.
Kind of like you on the sidelines, blink and you are gone, my friend. Talk about this wide receiver room that you're in. Leadership by being a senior, leadership by what you do on and off the field. What does that mean to you when someone looks up to you in that wide receiver room for answers on or off the field?
I mean, anytime like a younger guy asks me like for advice for maybe running a route or anything
Yeah.
like that feels really good to know that they could like ask me for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of like really good guys, I think, in our wide receiver room right now, like a lot of speed and some young guys that like they watch a lot of film. They love being out there. They know what they're doing. Like so, it's just nice having like a wide receiver room that we could trust. I think.
Yeah. So who were some of those guys that taught you the Cardinal way?
Well, my brother, he was when I was a sophomore, he was a senior,
Okay.
and he helped me a lot, like learning. Like after he graduated, like the whole summer, like his focus was like trying to teach me the plays and trying to like get me ready for all that. And
Kind of pass
then
that legacy on.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then Gavin Raymond too. Me and him, we went to like the summer of my junior year and his senior year. We would go out to the fields like 3 times a week at night and just like work on catching the ball and like running routes and just they would like I'm like an overthinker, I feel like,
Yeah.
and they would help me a lot with like making sure I knew the plays and what I was going to run on every route.
Is there truth to when you're running that many routes and doing it that many times? You said 3 times a day, 4 times a day, getting that muscle memory, so that
Yeah,
way
definitely.
you're not really thinking about it on game day.
Yeah, for sure. Like at this point, like I could just hear a play and I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Really,
Like,
that
yeah,
fast?
yeah. I mean, I don't think our playbook is that difficult. I
Yeah.
feel like to know like that, but for sure, like it's
If you weren't playing wide receiver, what position would you want to be playing?
probably corner. I mean, I
Corner.
just feel like that's I'm not like the biggest guy. I feel like that's probably the only other position that I'd find like success in, maybe.
That works.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a certificate, a diploma here in about 8 months or so.
Yeah.
It's gonna go fast, like we said. What are you looking to accomplish? The next step. Where are you looking to go? Are you looking to play anything, do anything at the next level, and what are you going to study?
I want to go to Miami of Ohio and get a law degree, and then also like take a lot of business classes and stuff because that's what my brother is doing in college right
Yeah.
now, and like hopefully me and him could go into like a brother business like the Jaffer Bros or
The
something. Yeah.
Jaffer Pros, the law firm.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking at. I like it. Wow, you want to be a lawyer? Or you want to go in business?
Well, I want to have a law degree because I feel like you could go a lot of different ways, like having a law degree.
Sports agent?
Yeah.
Like I always wanted to be a sports agent.
Yeah. And then like eventually the goal is to be able to like go into real estate and like
Got it. So you can handle your own stuff.
yeah,
Got it.
exactly.
Got it. So, I mean, to get into real estate, that's a competitive environment.
Yeah,
What
definitely.
lessons in football are you taking with you into potentially into the real estate world?
Um honestly, maybe like just being competitive, I guess, and like
That works.
making sure that you want to be better than the guy next to you or like the
Sure.
guy that you're competing with, and like if you, for example, want to buy like a building so you can rent it out,
Yeah.
like yeah, just being competitive.
You got
I
to be
guess.
able to make money, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be profitable. Can't be losing money. Just you and your brother?
Yeah.
Kids
yeah,
wise?
yeah.
Okay. Talk about your family. I mean, what do they mean to you when it comes down to what you've been provided through the last 17 years?
Yeah. My family, they're extremely supportive and like I'm so thankful for my parents. Like I feel like I have like the best parents in the world. And my brother is extremely supportive too. He texts me before every game at Miami, and like he tries to watch every game he can. So like football wise, they've been extremely supportive, and just everything else. Like I'm very grateful for them.
What are some of the life lessons that mom and dad have taught you along the way?
My mom's like favorite quote or whatever is like everything in moderation. So
Okay.
like she says that like a lot, and I feel like it applies in a lot of situations. So
Sure.
like I can't think of an example. Like
Sure.
I don't know. Even just hanging out with your friends too much, like sometimes you start to get like burned out maybe, and it's like everything in moderation because you don't want to like overdo it or you know
What about pops?
he's. I want to think of something that's like he'll like. I mean, I don't know. He's like just he's really smart and he's I feel like he tries to like give back to like the community like as much as he can. Like he helps out in a lot of stuff and like volunteers and he's always just trying to like be helpful to people. So like
So you're learning that
yeah.
the being able to be part of the community, digging back in and giving
Yeah.
back. I like that. All right, so we asked Coach, and he didn't have an answer for either one of these, which I was baffled. But what TV show would you want to be in?
um maybe All American on Netflix.
No, see, I dropped Netflix after they got rid of The Office, so I'm like
Yeah.
the worst example.
All
Everybody's
right.
watching these great shows, and I can't.
Well, it's a show with like these high school football players,
Okay,
and then like every single person that's on the show, like they're somehow like a superstar, and
okay,
they run like really easy routes and they get wide open and score. So it's like
really.
if I wasn't like to be in that show would be nice.
And what about your favorite song of all time?
I was I heard you ask Coach Pav, and I was trying to think the whole time. I can't think of like a. It's so hard to say just one
What like
song.
what song pumps you guys up? Like in the locker room, what song you're like, all right, game on?
This is probably like not a lot of people agree, but 223s by Babytron.
Okay.
Yeah, in Midwest. That that's kind of new, like, but that song just gets me like locked in. I feel like.
Say you're old without saying you're old. That's what I feel like right now with this interview. Jace, I can't thank you enough, man. Appreciate you so much. Good luck to you the rest of the year. Good luck against Poland. We'll be watching anything we can do. We will.
All right,
Absolutely.
thank
All
you.
right. Back after this on YSN.